Hi, I'm Katherine Plouffe, and you're listening to Coffee in the Park with Jennifer and Cam.
Good morning, Jennifer.
How are you this morning?
Well, I'm good because you know what? It's really warm outside. Like it's warm. Like it was freezing forever, and now it's warm.
Can I say it's unseasonably
yeah,
warm?
It's something's happened. Anyway, it's like yesterday I met a lady and we were chatting, and I said it's very warm, and she goes, "Yeah, it's that that girl's name, LL." And I said, "You mean El Nino?" And she said, "Yeah, that's it." But I didn't know Nino was a girl.
I didn't either.
I didn't either.
No.
So anyway, it's El Nino, I think. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't even know what that is.
Listen, I'll go back and refer to the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah, that's right. By the way, did I tell you that this is the last year for the Farmer's Almanac?
Yes, we said that on the podcast.
2026. No more Farmer's Almanac.
Oh, what are we going to do?
Unbelievable. Friends have been asking, can you get me one? So I've been buying them. And I keep them as a souvenir or something like that. Anyways, welcome everybody to another edition of Coffee in the Park with Jennifer and Cam. And we are coming to you live from beautiful downtown Atchison. That's right, in the heart of downtown Atchison at the Wall Coffee Roasters.
The Wall Coffee Roasters. And we can actually announce it now because you confirmed.
We confirmed.
Yes.
They have breakfast sandwiches now.
Breaking news, there's breakfast sandwiches at the Wall Coffee Roaster.
I know. Last time it was a rumor, and the rumor has proven to come true.
Yes.
So now it's truth. And anyway, so if you hear noise in the background, like coffee whirring, people screaming, no kids screaming,
there's no
not
kids
adults.
Today.
There's no kids in here yet.
No.
If you hear those, it's because we're live in the coffee shop.
We are.
Yes, we are.
And today I feel I'm going to need an extra shot of something from the Wall Coffee Roasters because I have a 9:15 p.m.
That's right. You got a late hockey game with your son tonight.
It's minor hockey week here in Edmonton. I don't know how I'm going to stay awake.
That's just not even right. But anyways, you'll be tired tomorrow.
I know.
You'll be dragging in here tomorrow.
Good thing we're doing the podcast today.
I know, because you'll probably come in late.
I will.
You'll come in at
sleep.
like 1 or something
Unlikely.
like that. Yeah. And no, probably not. But anyway, so hey, it's great, and I'm excited, and we need to tell you some very important things. First of all, that Coffee in the Park with Jennifer and Cam is brought to you by Wing Snob.
Wing Snob, where the wings, Cam, are fresh, never frozen.
16 flavors, 4 rubs, unbelievable. Plus, you can get Parmesan fries and cornbread.
Some of the best wings you will ever have.
And that's the truth. You're not even kidding about that. That's not just because they sponsor us. Because we've had their wings.
Amazing.
Multiple times.
I'm kind of craving their wings right now.
Are you really?
A little bit.
Well, maybe we'll have to, after this, hit up
saying.
Wing Snob. But they are. It's the best wings you've ever had, folks. I'm not even kidding about that. 10 locations here in the city of Edmonton. 1 in Calgary. 1 coming up north somewhere. Don't know where, but it's coming up north. And if you've never had Wing Snob, I'm telling you, you're missing out. And I better confirm this, actually. Do they still have the game day special?
I don't know. We better confirm that.
We better talk to Mike Chatty.
That might have been a 2025 thing.
That could have been, yeah. I'll have to talk to Mike Chatty. But I'm telling you, folks, Wing Snob Wings, the best wings you're ever going to have in the entire world. And that's the truth. I'm not even kidding about that.
So check them out at www.wingsnob.ca.
That's right. And we also have another wonderful sponsor, M-Print. Not M-Print.
That's right.
They are the most amazing printers. If you need anything printed, you know what I was thinking the other day that people might need printed?
Oh, what's that?
Wedding invitations. I don't know why I was thinking that.
You know what? It's a good call.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
Right. That season's coming up.
But they do business cards, they do brochures, they do pamphlets, they do booklets, they even wrap vehicles.
They do.
And I've said this a million times, they once wrapped a helicopter.
I know.
Unbelievable.
They do
M-Print,
the most amazing work.
Some of the finest printers you'll ever meet, and they are great people to work with. Don and Jan are amazing. They're here in Atchison, but they will go anywhere.
They are the preferred printer of Coffee in the Park with
Jennifer
and Cam. So
they do all
check
their
them
stuff,
out.
and they're amazing. Check out online on our website, and you'll see some of the stuff that they've done for us.
That's right.
Pretty incredible.
So if any of your printing needs, go to www.mprint.ca.
M-Print, that's the letter M, as in M.
Good. Thanks for clarifying that.
It's my Sesame Street days way back. But anyway, hey, I'm really excited about today. I'm actually very excited about today for a couple of reasons, and I'll tell you why once we introduce the guest. But I'm just so excited. This is incredible.
We have another tall guest with us today, Cam.
Well, for me, that's a bit relative in that pretty much everybody's. But she is tall.
She is super tall.
I look up to her. Just kidding.
Good
But
one.
I do look up to her. Yeah. And I met her at a gala, and she was sitting next to me at the gala, and I didn't really know who she was. And then she told me, like, I was in awe for the rest of the night. I was just in awe that I got to sit next to her.
So you ready to kick it off?
Give it. Let's introduce her. I'm so excited.
Our guest today truly, I think, is considered one of the world's best female basketball players.
That's right.
Yes.
She is.
She is.
Yes.
So, welcome, Katherine Plouffe.
Catherine.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. I know it's going to be a great time. It seems like a great time already.
It is.
So, we're going to have fun.
Catherine, you are an Olympic basketball player.
Yes, sir.
Team Canada. I'm going to say that. Go Team Canada. You're not playing in the Olympics coming up in February
it's
because that's
winter.
winter.
No.
Is there a summer coming up? Or is
There
that
is
every
a
2
summer
years?
every year, yes.
2 years.
Every-
Yeah, no, that's a good point. There is a summer.
Good one, Catherine.
See, now here, this is going to be quite the podcast. I can tell already. Okay, here we go. Anyway,
It'll be 2028. So
2028.
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
and you'll be on that team.
We'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you will.
I think she
I
will.
think she will.
I know.
That's really cool. But you've been on past teams.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
but before we get into that,
Yes.
we got to take it back to the beginning.
Way
Because we need
back.
to learn
Yes.
about Katherine.
Okay.
So, Katherine, tell us where you were born and where did you grow up?
Wow, that's taking it way back. I won't say how many years, but
17.
exactly. Well, I'm legal, so at
Yeah.
least 18.
Yeah, let's say 18 to make her legal, yeah.
So I grew up in Millwoods in Edmonton, so South Edmonton.
Millwoods.
Yeah.
Come on. Wow.
So, yeah, my family's still around the area. So,
Yeah.
grew up there through high school. Went to a prep school before those were really a thing in
Yeah.
11th grade.
Yeah.
And came back for 12th grade and then went on to play college in the States.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Harry Ainley High School.
Did you really?
Harry Ainley.
Harry Ainley. You know, I had a ton of friends.
Yep.
I went to Ross Shep
Okay.
across town, but I had
Yes.
friends. I actually had a girlfriend that went to Harry Ainley.
Uh-oh.
But it
Sorry.
didn't last very long. But anyway, Harry. So you went to. We digress. You went to Harry Ainley.
Yeah.
And were you playing ball all through high school? Were you
Yeah,
like
played basketball and volleyball.
and volleyball? Yeah. Cool.
Loved the both sports.
Yeah.
That was actually a great time to have a break from one to
Yeah.
play another sport.
Yes.
So I just am definitely a believer in multi-sport and playing as many things as you can.
Right.
For as long as you can. But definitely had a lot of basketball coaches that sewed into me and my twin sister throughout those years. And so got
You have a
lot of-
twin sister?
Yeah, let's
do have
talk
a twin
about that.
sister.
So, how
Okay.
many in the family? How many
I'm
siblings?
the youngest of 5.
Okay.
Youngest of 5.
So I
Okay.
had 4 siblings.
So the twin is older?
Yep.
By how long?
5 whole minutes.
5 minutes.
Which some I hear is a long time and some I hear is a very short time.
You waited 5. No, yeah, you waited 5 minutes to come out.
I did. I said, go explore the world.
Okay. If it's good,
Let me know how it is.
Give me a call and I'll come. Well,
That actually sums it up.
yeah.
So 5,
5.
Yeah.
all sisters, brothers.
2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay.
All tall?
We were all tall.
All play
grew-up parents.
basketball?
At some point, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool.
So pretty athletic.
Were you
family, for sure.
did you like being the youngest?
I didn't really have a choice, so I enjoyed it.
Seriously. Like
Oh, she's great.
no, I know she but did you like it? Like you hung out
is.
extra 5 minutes, so like
Yeah. I
Yeah?
mean, I think there's some true things stereotypical about the youngest.
were you
so
spoiled?
You could say that.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
You could say that, but I'm very grateful for my position.
Yeah, no. Because being the first is tough. That's a tough goal.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah.
yeah. Cool.
So
okay.
what got you into basketball though? Like, did your parents, did they play growing up?
No,
Really?
which is super
Hey.
fascinating.
Yeah.
I think my mom played in junior high or high school, but that was the extent of her basketball. And my dad played football for a little bit, and I think curling and baseball.
Yeah.
But just had a unique, great
Yeah.
combination of genetics for all the kids. So we were all quite tall and pretty athletic. But my oldest, I think watching my older siblings play sports, mostly my 2 oldest siblings. There's
Right.
my older sister is 6 years, and my older brother's 8 years older.
Okay.
And so I was just in the gyms with
Watching.
Yeah.
As
Watching.
a sibling, you
Yeah,
have to go.
I mean, I wasn't watching all the time. I was running around in the hallways.
This is what
but
siblings do.
The
Yes.
young ones take off.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they go explore. Well, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the gyms.
Yeah.
Had
So
a
that's
fun
where you
time.
grew up.
Yep, getting tagged along to all the things.
Were you a good student? Like, did you like school, or did you just want to play sports?
No, I actually like school, but I was like the things that would get me, approval and accomplishments. I don't know if that's a great thing, but we're working through those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So high school. Okay. So you finished high school. Then what? Where'd you go after high school?
I went to Marquette University to go play basketball.
Where's
mostly.
Where's that?
Marquette's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Come on.
Yeah.
You went to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Have you been there?
No, Laverne and Shirley though. That's where they filmed that show. They worked at the Milwaukee
they did at the
at Schlott's or whatever it was
Yeah.
called. Yeah, in Milwaukee.
familiar.
Yeah, I think Happy Days was Milwaukee too.
Yes.
Anyways, yes.
Sorry,
Anyway,
we
sorry, we
digress.
digress. But
It is
that's
a nice
all we
city.
know about Milwaukee. So
Yeah,
yeah,
nice
cool.
city. Yeah.
And were you like recruited?
Yeah, was
or
it a
like
scholarship?
did they like come looking for you? Or
Yep. I was
Really?
recruited to go there. I had a connection, a coach referred. I don't know. It was a
Yeah,
referral.
yeah, referral. Yeah,
Coach connection.
yeah.
But coming in my grade 12th year, had two options. It was Marquette or another school.
Yeah.
And it was definitely a God intervention moment because I was going to go to the other school and then he shut that door and I went to
Okay.
Marquette.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it worked out.
Cool. And so, what was it like to leave Millwoods
Yeah.
and
go
head
to
to
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee?
Well, it was interesting because I had my 11th grade year. My twin sister and I, we got invited to go to this prep school, and so that was the first time we were really.
Right.
I had the experience of living away from home.
Oh,
Our parents
okay,
didn't
yeah,
go.
yeah.
We were with a billet family.
Yeah.
And kind of had to figure things out in a new place with new people and new coaches and new teammates. So that was a taste of what that would be like, essentially. But it was a great experience. It was a lot of new things, a lot of growth and change and figuring out my role on a team,
Right.
myself as a person. Like
Yeah.
it was just a lot of growth during those 4 years. So very grateful for it. Not easy. Like
No.
Yeah.
it was not an easy
Yeah.
thing to do, but I really was grateful for the opportunity and knew I had to earn that
Right.
every year. Like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time I went
Did
to
you
training.
Did you like living in the States or no or yes
it was,
or
I did, yeah. It was at first shocking.
yeah
Just because it's not so far and not so different, but it was different enough at
Yeah.
that age. But it was good. Like I got to be in another culture essentially, where people are more direct, which
Yeah.
is good.
well, Americans can
They can be more direct.
We love Americans, but they're just a little straightfortard in everything. They
In
say it like it
everything.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canadians, we're sorry about everything. I'm sorry.
It's true.
What? Look at it. I'm sorry. Okay. Like seriously.
So I have a question. Did your twin sister, Michelle, go with you to that school, or was she somewhere else?
No, we went to different schools.
You went to different
so that was
schools.
the first time that
okay.
we
Okay.
really
We were
spread our
separated.
wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was very on purpose.
Really?
Very much so.
So
Very much
as twins, what's that like? Like was that?
It is a fascinating experience.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Because they say twins have a very unique bond.
I'd say we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely do. It's someone described it to me like this. She was a mom who had twins herself, and she had just explained it in terms of when you're younger and especially when you're toddlers and stuff, you have someone at the same developmental age as you.
Right.
And so you can communicate
Right.
in only like ways you could, and then it just continues on
Yeah.
through your whole life. So there's this.
Did you guys dress alike? Did you fool
No.
people?
We fooled people on accident, which we still do.
Yeah.
But our mom was definitely not one to dress us the same because she didn't want to mix us up.
Yeah, because she didn't. Well, I like that.
We were
'Cause
color
she didn't
coded
want to
for
make.
sure.
Did
Yeah.
you try and pull the wool over your mom and dad's eyes sometimes? Did you try and mess them up? They probably knew though, right? They knew, yeah.
that, yeah.
What about boyfriends? Did you ever fool boy? I hear stories about twins, girls that fool boyfriends. Like
That would cause way too much
Yeah,
drama
that
in
would
our
drama,
relationships.
She's like, no.
We didn't need all that.
yeah, you go break up with them. I'm not even going out with them. No, you go break up with them. Yeah, okay, yeah. He'll never know who it
man.
was. So
Yeah.
yeah, cool.
But
Okay,
it's
so
a- it
you
was
went
a
to
lot of
different
fun.
schools.
Went to different schools. Yeah. We Michelle went to University of Utah in Salt Lake City.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And I was in Marquette. So
Yeah.
when we that was our first time living in 2 different places, so we had to figure that out to communicate with each other. Not like we had to on purpose call or text each other, which was
purposeful.
funny.
Wow.
So when we went to our first year there, we left end of August, and our birthday is September 15th.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah, September 15th. Send presents.
Yes. And we didn't call each other until our birthday.
Oh.
Because it was just like, I should probably call my sister. It's her birthday too. Like we're just.
That's funny.
So that was kind of funny, and then we got better at that. But
did you have a little fight over that? Did you have a little tiff? Call more?
No.
Like, what, have you forgotten me? Like, what about me?
Listen, they're living their best lives.
That's right. I guess.
Yeah,
that's right.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah. Figuring things out. Yeah. But now we're best of friends.
Cool. So you're playing at Marquette. How's that going? You doing well? Is it the school doing good? Are you
my first year
you red shirt?
No, first year had ended up starting for most of my games. Yeah.
Come on, okay.
So we're in that spot after someone got injured, and I kind of stepped up. They asked me to play a totally different position.
Yeah. What were you playing? You were playing.
Well, in high school, I was playing a point guard.
Guard. Okay.
Yeah.
And when I got there, they said you're going to be playing the center, and I'd never played a center position in my life. That was always Michelle because she was a little bit bigger, and so I was a guard. She was a forward, and so I had to learn a completely new position, which was really really frustrating at times. But I was willing. That's the key here.
Yeah.
You can suck, but like if you're willing to get better, you'll.
Can I just say I was never asked to play center. I was a point guard.
Shocked.
But I know. I was a point guard. I played basketball in high school, junior high and high school. But I was a point guard. But I never did they say, would you like to? That was just out of the question.
Yeah, I know.
So I could see where it would be frustrating. Yeah, it'd be a bit of a change.
Yeah, but really grateful because it helped me in the long run of having more skill set. So that was really fun. Our first year we went to the NCAA tournament.
Really?
Did you?
I think we got to the third round and lost in the game to go to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
We played Tennessee.
That's pretty good though.
It is.
Man.
Yeah.
That must have been exciting.
Yeah, super exciting. Yeah, it was a really, really neat experience. We didn't make it back to the NCAA tournament my next 3 years.
Right.
So that was really the pinnacle of our team's success.
First year was the best year of my life.
Yeah.
Okay, but after you're doing this, what did you get a degree in? What's your degree in?
Basketball.
Right?
She has a BA in basketball.
Life experience. I took communication studies, so I originally went into kinesiology.
Okay.
Oh.
It was like exercise science. It was very much, I was interested in the body and had a good science teacher in high school, and so it made me interested in learning about that. But in my first semester, they really weeded me out with the core sciences. So I was like, I am not that committed to this right now.
I know.
Science. I didn't take it. I failed them, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But
So I switched to communication studies and minored in psychology. Psychology was interesting for me. Like I liked learning why we think the way we do or how we develop the way we develop, which I'm still interested in, just not in a school setting.
Right. So you're doing this. You're getting ready to graduate. Mm-hmm. Was playing professional something that you wanted to do when you finished?
You know what? I hadn't even thought about it when I started college. And it's very interesting because I see the kids and they have big dreams, and it's fascinating because I didn't ever say when I was a kid, I want to play professional basketball.
Oh, okay.
I was doing it for fun.
Right.
And I was just willing to, I just wanted to take the next step, whatever it was.
Sure.
So when there was an opportunity, it's like, okay, let's do that. But there was no long-term dream or vision that was pulling me, which I think is interesting. Eventually there was, but it was just to really just do my best with whatever.
What did you want to do? Did you have any idea? Like once you were done school, do you have any idea?
Well, when I was in college, it was when I was around the national team. So I started playing with the junior national team in high school.
The Canadian junior national team? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then with the senior team just after university. So I was around that environment where the women were playing overseas and they were playing professionally. A couple had gone to the WNBA, but I wasn't playing with them at that time. But I was around that association of people that made me aware that was an option.
Sure.
Which is really interesting.
Was women's basketball a big thing? Like I think it is now. Like it's become women's basketball has become a really big thing. WNBA, national teams, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Was it? were people like, was it becoming a big thing? Was it a big thing? Was it still in an infancy stage in terms of people knowing about women's basketball and stuff like that?
Well, I think in Canada we were just under a rock for a long time.
Yeah.
In the States.
Well,
Right.
we're
In the States,
under,
it was a thing.
there's
It
a
was a
lot
thing
of
in the-
things
yeah.
we're under a rock. Anyway, yeah.
But in the States, like college basketball was
Yes,
big. It wasn't
of course.
Yeah.
as big as men's basketball, where now it's very close to being
Yeah.
similar watch viewership and stuff. But for the national team, they were still growing. I think when I came to play with the senior national team, they had gone to the Olympics in 2012, and the last time, and I joined the team in 2014 with the senior team, and the last Olympics was 2000. So there was just a bit of a
Right.
drought there,
Yeah,
even with
yeah.
Team Canada.
Right. But now we're back in it.
But now we're back, and so it's really grown since
Yeah.
since I was in college, since I was in high school. Like when I was younger, I didn't remember watching any women's basketball except
Right,
for my
yeah.
older sister. She went to play in the States as well, and I remember watching like the little screen on the computer when they were streaming.
The guy with one
Yes,
camera
right.
One
following,
camera
following
from,
the
like,
ball up and down the
exactly.
court.
100 yards away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it's just really interesting that
Yeah.
the production.
It's
of-
come a long
of
way.
showing.
It really has.
sure
And
has.
Totally.
Yeah.
Women's basketball is a big thing. I mean, WNBA very prevalent. It's got its issues, but nonetheless, it's
Yeah,
pretty
totally.
prevalent, and people are watching. And it's on primetime TV, which makes women's basketball, even at an amateur level, people
Yeah.
are watching. They're going
Totally.
to check it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Which is really exciting because, I mean, the ones that are good role models, that's great that they are
Yes.
seeing.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of ones that maybe
Yeah.
are poor role models, but the ones who are good, it's great for
Right,
young
right.
girls to look up to
For
and
sure.
Yeah.
be involved in community and stuff.
So you had some dealings with the Canadian national team. Tell us about the 2016 Olympics. How did that come about?
Well, my first time I tried out for the team was in 2012. I would go back there because that was kind of like my first opportunity to be invited to the senior team tryouts. And Michelle and I were both there, and I was super nervous because I was
Yeah.
just a young gun there. So I kind of gave myself an excuse. I already didn't think I would belong there, honestly. And so I was like, I have to go back to school, so I
Yeah.
can't stay for all the tryouts, blah, blah, blah. I'm not available. And I would have got cut either way. But I got cut, and
Yeah.
Michelle made the team.
Oh, okay.
So she went to the 2012 Olympics as well. So she's a three-time Olympian, which
Now-
is pretty flippin' cool.
Are you and your sister very competitive
Definitely.
with each other? Like,
Definitely. Like more internally.
yeah.
Like that's been my, thorn is like always
Yeah.
to be competitive. I would compare myself to the
Right.
best person I know, which is my sister.
Okay.
And so now I think I'm her favorite teammate, but she's my
Yeah.
favorite teammate. Like I would
Right.
support her 100%.
Yeah.
But in my young
Yeah.
years, it was always we were playing with each other.
Right.
But like iron sharpens iron, so I'm very grateful for that. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm the player I am if we weren't playing together
Sure.
in a lot of ways.
So
But
she
it was-
made the
yeah.
team.
She made
She
the
made
team.
the team, and I
Yeah.
did not, and so it was really like
That was tough.
Yeah.
I thought the whole world was like
Really?
mad at
I
me.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just where I was at, I was like, wow, everyone cares about this. Where no one cares. It was me that cares, which is a life lesson.
I was going to say, isn't
life
that a great
lesson.
life lesson?
It
Most
totally
of the
was.
stuff we think is so traumatic in our lives, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Some is, and a lot of it's just like nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody
Totally.
cares. But
cares.
you.
Yeah, but you. Yeah, that's right.
100%.
And-
So it's good to have those experiences.
And yeah, so did you live that? Did you live it out that you were disappointed, and then did you call her and cry and like, why did you make it and
I
I didn't?
didn't.
Like I'm just
No,
as good as you, and
No, I did that internally and didn't
Yeah.
tell anyone.
the inside voice. See, I'm proud. That's amazing. You're a good person. Yeah, because me, it'd have been out there.
Yeah, no,
True.
no.
Yeah,
Just
true.
suppression on
Yeah.
my end.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. But
Yeah.
anyways, I surprised her and went to go watch her at the Olympics.
Oh,
And I
okay.
really-
Where was the Olympics that year?
London.
London.
London,
Okay.
yeah.
London, England.
And so I went with my mom there and surprised her. And when I was watching, though, I thought, wow, I really wouldn't get on the court. Like, I need to
This
be
is
better.
a whole other level.
Yeah, I
they're
didn't feel
they're
bad.
good, eh?
Yeah, totally. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah. Even though I knew I got cut because I
Yeah.
got cut. It's my
Yeah.
own. It's my own responsibility. So it really gave me a motivation to be like, okay, well, I need to get better.
You can do it.
So the next year I tried out. I made the team and then played in 2016 with Michelle
Where was 2016?
in Rio, Brazil.
Rio.
Rio. I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yep. So that was a great experience.
Yeah.
I was just happy to be there. Wanted to,
How did
see all the
Canada do?
things.
Where did you
We
guys?
did not do well. We think
No?
we did 7th or 8th.
Okay.
Maybe 7th.
But that's
But
a
just
tough,
going,
it's tough,
like
yeah.
going to the Olympics
Yeah,
is
that's-
like
yeah.
Top 12 in the
experience,
world.
right?
Yeah. 100%. Really great experience. Learned a lot, experienced a lot, and saw that we weren't quite at the level we needed to be at
Yeah. But no.
as a whole team. And,
Yeah. But that's how you learn, right?
Yeah, totally.
That's how you learn.
Totally.
Yeah. And there's some good. I mean, basketball is very prevalent. We North Americans don't realize in other countries how prevalent it actually is.
100%.
I mean,
yeah.
U.S. for sure. We know that, right?
Yeah.
But Canada is like, yeah.
Yeah, when I went to play overseas after university, most every other country has a professional league.
Right.
So that's very interesting
Yeah.
because they'd be like, "Why aren't you playing in Canada?" And I said, "We
don't have a
professional
league."
Yeah.
So,
So where'd you go? Where after you left university, where'd you go play?
my first year was in Romania. It was
Romania?
Yes.
Really?
Have you been there?
No.
Do you know
tell
where
us.
it is on the map?
Yeah, we know where it is. But
It
tell
is- it
us
is
tell us
in-
about this.
Yeah. People have asked me that before, and I said, "Well, yes, I had to know."
Well, obviously people don't.
People don't, Cam.
Sorry. I really don't. I know it's in Europe over there somewhere, but I couldn't tell you what it's next to or
She'll pull
anything.
the map up.
Yeah,
for you
well, later
after.
on we'll look at the map. Anyway, so you went to Romania.
Yeah, and it was not the greatest basketball league to play in, but it
No.
was definitely like a foot in the door to
Yeah.
playing overseas and getting
Yeah.
that experience. And then afterwards, I played in France for 7 years.
Oh, in
So-
France.
Yeah, which
Wow.
was a great league to play in. They're very competitive top
Yeah.
to bottom. So once I got a foot in there, I kind of
So when
moved
you're in
around the league.
France, like you played the season, and then when the season, did you come back home or did you stay
Yeah.
in France?
No, I would
you
come
came
back
back
and play
home.
with the national team.
Oh,
I'd
okay,
be
yeah, yeah.
8-9 months over there and then
Yeah.
come back.
Did you
for-
learn French?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to.
To
We've
probably-
Well, I
been there
guess
for
you
7
would,
years.
Because you're talking to French.
You'd be
people.
surprised. There's some English people
Yeah.
who don't learn.
Well, I failed French in school. So, did you like French food?
You know what? It depends where you eat. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. If
Yeah.
you have the sport menu on the road,
Oh, okay,
it
yeah.
is not something to
Yeah.
to write home
Okay.
about. That's
no.
for sure.
All right.
No.
But there's some great French cuisine.
But tell us about culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to Romania.
Yeah.
That was quite an experience. So this was 2014, and I was playing with the national team at the World Cup in Turkey, and so I had gone right from Turkey to Romania, and I didn't know my team, I didn't know my coach, I just showed up, and first of all, I didn't know what Romania was going to be like.
Yeah.
And when I got picked up at the airport, my coach was Portuguese, and the owner of the team was Romanian. Very
There's a lot of
intimidating.
nationalities
I
going
know.
on here. Like,
You know,
it's
you
all
get a
over
job
the
where
map.
you get a
Was this
job.
before Duolingo?
Yeah,
there?
that's what Duolingo. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And so on my way home, it's at night, and I just see like a horse and carriage go by, and I was like, oh boy.
Where am I? Where am I? Yeah.
I was like, okay, we can do this. We can do this.
Yeah.
And it was just, we're going through the country. So
Yeah,
that's
sure.
But when I got there, they said, okay, we're going on a 2-game road trip tomorrow morning. We're leaving very early. Like,
Yeah.
just be ready. So it was very straight to it.
Yeah.
You're
because
going
I was
right in.
Going right in. And I remember that first road trip, I was new. I didn't know what I was going to, didn't know the plays. I felt like I wasn't prepared. And my coach was like, it's okay, you're not going to play. But I was
Yeah.
just had a little breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
He was very patient with me. I'm sure he was like, who is this girl I just hired for
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
But
Wow.
he ended up being really, really good for me at the time. He was very passionate in
Yeah.
his coaching, so lots of
Well, that's
broken
just
things.
that's
Yeah.
a lot of culture shock all at once.
It was,
I
yeah.
know.
That's like
right?
massive culture shock.
Yeah. I'd say the thing that was very grounding for me was that I was my faith,
Yeah.
first of all,
Yeah.
was really helpful because I knew things were going to be for a purpose and to help grow me.
Right.
So I dug into that. I was
Sure.
connected with my teammates. There was a lot of Americans on my team, so a lot of
Okay.
English around me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I sought out community English-speaking people outside my team.
Yeah.
Which is really important to do if you're overseas.
For sure.
To find people
Yeah.
outside your team.
I think the thing about Romania, and maybe it's just because I'm older, of course, Romania was, the whole Iron Curtain for so
Yes.
many
Yes.
years.
Yes.
And I was in Russia just a couple of years after the wall came down, and I remember still what it was like. It
Yeah.
was like, wow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I don't know what Romania
Yeah.
was
What
like.
was your
in-
experience with the people
People were wonderful,
Yeah.
but I felt like what they needed was they needed a Sherwin-Williams paint store because everything was gray.
Totally. That's
gray.
how I would describe
And I
it for
thought
me
if
when
they
I went
opened
there.
a Sherwin-Williams, they'd have some color in the world here. It was just all gray.
That is when I describe it.
So I'm thinking Romania, and Romania had a very difficult history.
Yeah, a lot of
Ceausescu,
Not a lot of ha-ha.
Yeah, no, Ceausescu was very
No,
difficult and a lot.
definitely.
See, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
you do, Cam.
I just don't know where it is. But it could be like to the south of us for all I know. But anyway, okay, so you're in Romania, you're playing, that goes good. You go to France,
Yeah.
that goes good.
That goes good. I think
Yeah.
my second year I was player of the league. So
Come on.
Yeah,
Wow.
our team did.
MVP.
Yeah, our team didn't do super great, but
Yeah.
had a great year.
Yeah.
So that opened up some different opportunities. And
And you're coming back to play for Canada in the off
coming back to
season.
play for Canada. After that season, I was invited to a WNBA training camp.
Yeah.
So that was a good opportunity.
Can you say the
different
team?
level. Phoenix.
Phoenix.
I didn't make the team, so
But that's even
definitely,
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So definitely a higher level, different expectations
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of professionalism.
Sure.
But really neat. Didn't have a desire to pursue that
Yeah.
after my experience there, but really grateful
Yeah.
for that. And then moved around a few different teams in France year by year. So
Wow.
it's a lot of fun.
And
Really
now
grateful.
you're here.
And now I'm here.
Okay. And you're
Downtown.
playing on the national team.
Yep.
And you're playing in a 3-on-3 league.
Yes. Tell
Yeah.
us about that.
Well, that is a super fun story, or journey, really. So, in 2018, I was cut from the senior women's fives team, and I had decided, because I'd played for a handful of years at that point, and just was like, okay, I'm ready to move on from
Right.
this team. And Michelle and our teammate Paige Crozon, they had heard that it was going to be a new Olympic sport for 2020.
That's right. Yes. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and-
3-on-3. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and we had a friend from Edmonton who was playing on the men's side in the
Okay.
3x3 World Tour, which
Yeah.
was already going on the men's side. And so Michelle and Paige said, hey, let's be Team Canada's 3x3 team to try and qualify for the Olympics. We need 2 more people. And Michelle said, okay, well, Catherine's in, obviously. They told me this afterwards.
She doesn't have a choice.
She's just doing
she's
it.
just doing it. Yeah.
out there.
She's a twin. She's in.
And then we had to find a 4th teammate, which we found. We didn't know her, but we showed up to our first tournament in Italy, meeting our 4th
Yeah.
teammate.
Okay.
And this is how we had to piece things together because we were just doing things on our own. We were
Right.
kind of a startup that made no money. So, yeah, we wanted to be the team. We asked Canada Basketball as a federation, hey, can we be a 3x3 team? And they said, sure, go for it. We won't support you. Basically,
Giving you no money.
Okay,
You're
can I
on
just-
your own.
Can I just
But-
say this about Canadian
Oh,
sports?
I know.
Yes, we want you. Yes, we want you to
But
win.
you have
Yes,
to
we
get
want a
your own
gold
money.
medal. Yes, we want you to outperform. Oh, but by the way, we can't give you anything.
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
that was the beginnings.
Anyway.
Now they're like totally on board.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay,
Now,
okay,
oh,
okay.
now they're
In the
on
best
board.
way.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
In the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
way.
yeah.
But sometimes it just takes.
I know
a
it takes
spark
to
plug
ramp up, and Canadians are a tad slower than the rest. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm grateful that we had those beginnings because it grew
Sure.
us in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Not ideal, but we made it happen. So we played 2019. Had a few different teammates to come join us as a 4th teammate, 3rd and 4th teammate throughout that season. We did great as a team. We
Yeah.
ended up being top 3 in the World Tour.
Wow.
With the
Wow,
first
That's
World
pretty
Tour.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's some qualifications we didn't know about how to get into the Olympics, so we were a little bit unprepared for that.
Well,
But
yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
It was the start.
3-on-3 basketball is so
It's
exciting, to
exciting.
watch.
I agree.
I
It is
love watching
exciting.
it. I go to the 3-on-3 tournament at West Edmonton Mall every year to watch.
Yes.
Because it's incredible.
It is.
Like,
Love
it
that.
is incredible ball.
Yeah,
Like, to
super
me, I mean, I like basketball, but 3-on-3, there's just something about that. It is fast. It is it nonstop. It just goes. It's just incredible.
It's good for the short attention spans.
Yes.
too. Yeah.
That's camp.
I wasn't
I didn't
going
wanna say
there.
it, but-
I wasn't going there, but I just need to say that it is. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Cool. So are you still playing on the team?
Still playing on the
Yeah.
team. Yep. So the World Tour is going to start up this spring again. We go
So
spring
you
to
go
spring.
everywhere in the world, or where do you go? Like
Everywhere. We've been a lot of places, from like Mongolia, which is wasn't on my list to go to.
No,
but
I've
we
only
can
been to
put that on
Mongolian
and check it
barbecue.
out.
That's all I've ever been to.
Right.
But yeah,
It's a great
Mongolia.
Yeah, Mongolia, Prague.
Yeah.
A lot of French tournaments.
Right.
Yeah.
Shanghai.
Really?
Another place in China. I
So
would say
you're an
Atlanta.
actual professional team? Or are you
We
an amateur
are-
team? Or how are you viewed? Like, do you
I say
get
I'm a
sponsors?
professional athlete.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get sponsors for your team, or does Canada sponsor you, or who
We're
sponsors you?
Sponsored by, play for Team Canada, so technically that's an amateur sport, but
Right.
we're playing on a professional tour.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Where
Are you allowed to get outside sponsors, or you can't? You
Yep,
can?
individually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
people, step up.
I'm available.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm available for sponsorship.
That's right.
Yeah. Cool.
But that's an option for people to.
And how long is that season?
That is beginning of May through September.
Okay.
Beginning of September.
So you're gone all summer, basically. You're
In and out of
In and
town.
out.
So
In
we
and
go
out.
for competition and then come
Cool.
back, just depending on where we get into tournaments.
I think that's so cool.
It is.
That's
It's a
really cool.
Really cool experience.
Does it draw like big crowds overseas and stuff like that? Like, does it?
It does. The interesting thing about 3x3 is they put the venues in where a lot of foot traffic is,
Right.
or iconic venues.
Like West Edmonton Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was I like playing there. That's it's a lot of traffic
Yes.
area. We
Yeah.
played in some other malls around the world. We've been to Romania a few different times, so that was
Right.
fun to go back to. But we played in a palace. We played outside
A
some
palace?
cathedrals. Yes.
Really?
That was in Romania, which it was
Romania is
interesting.
amazing. Yeah. It's
Interesting place
intriguing
to
me more
play
and more.
Yes.
I think it was a palace built for the dictator.
Right.
And
And now it's a basketball.
I thought she was going to
basketball.
say somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah.
They're playing in a
they probably
palace.
have
Yeah.
lots of- yeah.
This
They
is
have a
so
lot of money out
cool.
there.
This
Yeah.
is I'm gonna is there like a league website or stuff like that? Because I want to follow this now. This is pretty cool.
There is, all our games are streamed on YouTube
Okay.
on FIBA 3x3,
Yeah.
and they're all live. They're all you can
Yeah.
rewatch them. And then I believe CBC Gem has picked up our tournaments.
Oh, okay.
So
And they
stream
have a
us on
men's
there.
league, right?
Yep. There's a men's
So
world tour
do
as
you
well.
do the men's and the women's leagues play at the same time in these cities and stuff like that? Like, is it
Some
a big?
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's different levels of competitions on the men's side because there's so many teams
Right.
playing,
Teams.
and on the women's side we just have one
Right.
Kind of
league
league.
or level.
Right.
Yeah. So
This is cool.
sometimes we'll cross over and play at the same time or one day difference.
Sure.
Which is great because we can.
Yeah.
I like watching their
Great
game.
awareness. Great. Yeah. Brings
Yeah.
people in. Yeah. It's cool.
Yep.
Men and women. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
That's
fun.
really cool. This is really cool.
I know.
I never realized it was that big. Like that's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But Catherine, I think both you and Michelle do a lot of work with community.
Yeah.
So
That's
tell-
how we met. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that because I know that you run basketball clinics and other pieces. So tell us about why that's important to you to kind of give back.
Yeah. A couple different things. I am the product of a lot of people sewing into me. So I know it's not like
Yeah.
I'm not a turtle on a fence post. I didn't get there by myself. So I highly value like the opportunity to be a role model and to sew into youth, young
Right.
girls and boys. And also I equally like to learn from people who are
Sure.
coaching or adding value in the community or different ways that produces like fullness of life. I'd say is the ultimate goal. It's not a gold medal, but it's fullness of life, and that often comes through
Gold medal in other ways.
It is.
That's for
It
sure.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's and a lot comes from serving other people, and when we're
Yeah.
involved in other people's lives, it's mutually beneficial. Where
Right.
it really builds us and grows us. So Michelle and I started our camp in 2015. So this last year was 10 years that we did our Plouffe Hoops camp, which we do in the summer.
Plouffe hoops.
Plouffe Hoops.
I love that. Plouffe hoops.
Plouffe
That's
Hoops.
good. Where do you do that? That's pretty cool. Where do you do?
Southside Edmonton. So we've
Southside?
been doing it at Harry and Lee, our
Yeah.
former high school. They've been great to
For anybody?
collaborate with.
Girls? Just girls? Guys?
Girls,
anybody?
boys, yep,
Yeah.
it was-
Ages.
Ages 9 to 13.
Come
Okay.
on.
Yeah. So we originally started with high school girls, and then we had a niece and nephew, and so they wanted to play.
They had to
So
lower
we-
the age.
That's a good reason to change right there. You got to get the niece and the nephew in there.
Yes.
That's cool.
So
Huh.
they enjoy coming to that. They're going to
Yeah.
be too old for
Week
that,
long
but we'll-
camp, or how does that go?
Just a weekend.
Yeah, just a weekend.
1 or 2 day
Yeah.
camp. Since we started playing 3x3, we've
Yeah.
incorporated 3x3 principals at games and having a tournament
Yeah.
During that. So that's a lot of fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I like collaborating and being involved in different stuff that's going on in the community because I don't.
Yep.
I know there's great people already doing great things. I know people are like, you should do it, make this a business out of basketball, and it's an option for some. I just think there are people already doing great things.
Right.
Yeah,
So
sure.
collaboration builds
Yeah.
the community as well.
Absolutely. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and then in other ways, we met at Adira's
Adira.
Yeah.
Gala.
Adira. And we had Lori on the podcast.
Yeah, I
just a
heard
little
you're
while
doing
ago.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was great. Yeah.
So I got connected with them through just wanting to be involved in serving in a different way through ministry opportunities in the Edmonton area. So found connecting streams, and they were going into Adira. So that's been a blessing for sure.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot. I know.
Wow.
Hopefully, I've add value.
I love to hear. I love what you're doing. I just love it, and I want to go back to some. And we're coming to a close here, but I appreciate the fact you talking about some of the things that you didn't make, some of the teams you didn't make, and we talk about we always talk about the great stuff of making teams and having a dream and fighting. How do you deal with when you don't make it?
It's adversity.
Yeah.
How do you push through adversity?
How do you push through that, especially when you're younger?
Yeah.
Advice, almost, right?
Yeah.
Because,
how did that feel? What did you do? What was your? Because I think for a lot of people, that's their turning point of giving up.
Totally.
Yes.
Right?
Totally. Yeah, I think it's a big question because the reality is we all experience failures. We all experience adversities. And especially when we're in a culture of like highlight reels and
Oh, yeah. No
isn't that
kidding.
true?
Yeah, no
mountaintop
doubt.
moments.
Yeah.
The reality is we don't know the full picture, and there's always a story behind the story.
Yeah.
And I think I had people who either normalized the struggle or encouraged me through those times. And also there was something in me that knew that like this is not the final answer. I'm not just stopping. Although I did make certain decisions to move on from certain things, which we all do. It had to be a reason of like why I'm doing what I'm doing is the most important. And there were certain moments where I had to ask myself, like, is this for accomplishments and approval and the pat on the backs?
Right.
Is that why I'm doing it? Or is there something in me? And is there a greater purpose beyond like just those things?
Yeah, that's good.
And
that's good.
There always is. And I'm reading a book called Inner Excellence, which talks about, how high performers can still like how can they pursue excellence going through what you're talking about, which is all the struggles.
Yeah.
And it's not because they have a lack of struggles.
Yeah,
it's
no,
because
that's the thing, right? Everybody thinks when you're playing at that level, it's all great.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
And it ain't all wonderful.
No.
Yeah.
So it's the greater purpose and pursuit that is not a tangible thing that we need to identify. So for me, it's like and this book talks about is if we pursue fullness of life, which is growth and like having joys, having accomplishments, so to speak, but in milestones of things we go through. If that's the ultimate goal, then failures will be lessons and information that we can use to get better and have those milestones.
Wow.
But if we stop at a gold medal, like what's next?
Yeah.
Another gold medal?
Gold medal,
Yeah.
right.
It's too short term.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right, yeah.
So the great ones, I believe, are always pursuing excellence, not perfection, but pursuing to be their best.
Their best.
Yeah.
I love that. That's fantastic.
She almost spoke to my last question.
Yeah, almost.
Give it to me,
and
Jennifer.
it's time for the last question. So
Okay.
give her.
Catherine, best piece of advice you've been given either personally or professionally that you still carry with you to this day?
That is good, Jennifer. I'd say identify the life you want to live, what that looks like, who you want to become, how you want to live your life. Don't fit it into a box of what you're currently doing. And keep that in front of you and reverse engineer that to go after the life you really want.
That's good.
That's
good.
great.
That's good. That's really good.
I know.
This is great. This is, first of all, I know we were joking about it at the beginning, but now I actually do sit in awe of you. after this, I sat in awe of you at Adira, but like I didn't know any of this, so it was like just an awe. But now I sit in awe. This is amazing. You're amazing, and you do amazing things, and this is incredible.
And I do. I think she's a great role model for so many.
Absolutely. Like, and we need that. Like that we just need that. And I know you're a person of faith, and I know that plays a big role in your life. And I'm just, it makes me happy to know that you are there and out there and doing it. And that's great.
Thanks, Cam.
And I love it. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me on.
Yes, well, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. Hey, make sure you tell everybody about the podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies. If you don't have a friend, make one just so you can tell them about the podcast, because it's awesome.
But Cam,
Yes.
what we really want our listeners to do for 2026
Yes.
is subscribe.
Subscribe to the podcast.
Yes.
If you're listening to any other podcasts and you're subscribed to them, that's a tough one.
It's a tough
you
one.
need to subscribe to ours. You know why? I'll tell you why people should subscribe.
Okay, why?
Well, it's easy, because then the podcast just shows up.
You don't have to
You don't have to
remember.
remember or look for it. It just shows
It's
up.
just there.
And you don't want to miss an episode, because I'm telling you, 2026 is going to be the year.
Oh, isn't it, though?
We got some amazing guests coming. We had an amazing guest today. We have some amazing guests coming up. So listen, you got to tell everybody about the podcast, and you got to subscribe. It's just that simple.
On whatever platform you listen to your podcast.
That's right. Whether it's Apple or Spotify or wherever it is, just subscribe to it. And then, like, okay, today, for example, I met a guy today who said he listens to our podcast all the time. I know what he does for a living, and I bet some of it is while he's clearing the snow off the parking lot.
I know.
He's listening to our podcast. What a better way when
Right?
you're clearing snow.
Exactly.
Listen to the Coffee in the Park.
Listen to Coffee in the
Unbelievable.
Park.
If you don't know how to get it on Apple or those people, you can go to our website at www.coffeeinthepark.com, and you can download it right off there.
That's right. You can listen directly from the website.
That's right. So, hey, again, we want to thank our sponsors: Wing Snob, best wings you'll ever have; Imprint, best printing you'll ever get.
So tune in next week.
Next week's
and
gonna be
subscribe
awesome.
before next week.
That's right. Subscribe before. We're gonna ask you, did you subscribe? And you'll have to raise your hand. So anyway, yeah, just do that. And what a great show today. Love you guys. See you
Thanks,
next
everyone.
time
See you
round.
next week.